Hey everyone, it's Alison Heikkila. Thank you so much for joining me for my latest video with Imagine. We're going to be using one embossing folder and getting two very different looks with a Kaleidacolor ink pad set. We're going to use Blue Breeze Kaleidacolor today, and we're going to use this beautiful refined Snowflakes embossing folder from Simon Says Stamp. This folder actually comes with dies, but we're not going to be using those today. We're just going to be using this beautiful 3D embossing folder. So I've got a piece of plain white cardstock. This is a 100-pound cardstock. It's nothing fancy. And I'm opening up the embossing folder to the back side, and I'm going to swipe my Kaleidacolor ink pad down the entire folder. I didn't click the colors together. They're going to blend easily on their own because I'm kind of moving the pad back and forth, and you can see how much coverage you can get with a little bit of swiping there. So I've got a spray bottle of water, and I'm just misting my cardstock off camera, and I'm going to place it on top of that inked area, close the embossing folder, and run it through my die cut machine. And this is what we're going to get. Take a look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. I love it. Now we're going to do the same thing again, except we're going to ink the other side. So now we're going to take it and swipe again. And you can see that I'm lining up the colors to be in the same orientation as it was on the other side, just in case there's any residual ink, or depending on how I lay my cardstock on here. I wanted just to make sure that the colors wouldn't be on top of each other backwards. Now I'm going heavy-handed here. You don't have to do it this way. I wanted kind of a streaky background happening. You could do it really lightly and just hit the snowflakes because they're raised on this side, but I really wanted to get more ink than just the snowflakes because they're pretty dainty. So I wanted a little bit more. So I put that in, ran it through my die cut machine, and take a look at that. So now the color is mostly in the recessed areas. Again, I went heavy-handed, but you can see how cool that is. And if you didn't want to do it that way, you certainly don't have to. So this is going to be really a quick set of cards. I've got my binder with my sentiments in there. I've got this hello. This is from Pinkfresh Studios Perfect Sentiments stamp and die. Little tricky to find these right now. I will do my best to link them in the description below. And I'm just trying to figure out what color I want to use here. These have all been stamped with various colors of VersaFine Clair, and I wound up choosing Fantasia for that one. This one here is Warm Breeze, but I just didn't really think I wanted to use the hello twice, so I decided to go with Sending Hugs in the same color, Warm Breeze, and that looks nice. It's not exactly the same turquoise that's in the Kaleidacolor ink, but it looks nice anyway. So I've got 2 packs of card bling from A Colorful Life Designs. I have Crystal Opaque Poseidon and Crystal Iris Skyline. The Skyline color is going to go on the panel that has more white, and Poseidon is going to go on the panel that's more colored. So I'm just trying to decide, how do I want to do this? Do I want to ink up my card base? Do I not want to? I opted to ink up the card base with this one. This is the more white background, and I grabbed Fantasia VersaFine Clair. That's the same color that I used for the sentiment, and now I'm just adhering that down. I'm going to grab a couple of heavy blocks and make sure that I leave that on there for a while so that it dries, because if you recall, that side that has the glue on it is the side that has the raised snowflakes, so it's a little trickier to adhere that down. This one here is flat, so it's not as tricky. I'm zooming in a little bit so that I can show you how I'm going to attach all of my sequins. I've got my magnetic glass mat here from Glassboard Studios holding down the corner of the card because it wants to pop open a little bit. I've got my on-point glue, and in my right hand I'm holding that along with my pokey tool, and in my left hand I'm holding my jewel picker so that I can easily pick up the sequence, add some glue, and then use the pokey tool to release the sequence from the jewel picker. And look at how quick and easy that is. Isn't that pretty? You don't need to do much to these, you guys. It's just, you get such a dramatic effect no matter which side you ink up on the embossing folder. They're super unique looking, but they're just beautiful. So here I'm adding some sequins to this card, and guys, we're pretty much done here. I hope that you like these. I happen to love them. It's a lot of fun to make cards like this, and man, if you need cards in a jiffy, grab your Kaleidacolor inks and an embossing folder and you are good to go. So I hope that you'll give this technique a try. If you don't happen to have Kaleidacolor inks, what are you waiting for? Go get some. And in the meantime, grab your Memento inks and try this effect with those. You can just swipe them individually and get a similar look. So thanks so much for hanging out with me. I will see you all very soon. Be well, stay safe, peace out.